Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
If I remember correctly, this is where he's staying.
Who is it?
It's me.
You came...
Alright.
Nice try. Look, just give me some time, okay? I'm just wrapping up this last part of the script. I'll be out once I'm done.
Okay then.
So, as expected.
The ending is one of the, even once he's...
Someone told me they'd just seen you in Poisson. I assumed it was a case of mistaken identity, but sure enough...
I was wondering if...
So, you're here for Paolo? Looks like he could be a while, so...
Oh, it's okay. We can just wait here.
Thank you for being so considerate, Miss Navia. That sounds wonderful. Get over here, you!
How are things in Poisson now?
Things are on the mend, but it's a slow process. Some people may never recover from the trauma they experienced.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Please, must our conversations take such a depressing turn? We all have painful memories. And if you're trying to make a new start, perhaps it's best if you don't bring up...
Thank you for your words of comfort. But for now, at least, I think I should stay with...
It's okay. To avoid upsetting the peace, it's not a perfect...
That's so thoughtful!
Well, what do you... Anyway, that was all. Look after her now.
Off we go then. Let's take a look up there. I don't have any friends that I can be frank and honest with, so maybe she's right. I'm so grateful that Miss Navia was so understanding. To be perfectly honest, it's always easiest to just run away from your problems. But that never fixes anything.
So that's why you were nervous when they brought up Poisson.
Yeah. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. Still, I felt it was something I had to do. As I was saying before, I'd be overjoyed if the... Yeah, I can tell people are watching me. I'm sure some people here see the idea of someone coming to Poisson dressed as the Hydra Archon as extremely disrespectful. I used to be terrified of the gaze of other people, especially when they had suspicion or resentment in their eyes. I guess I wasn't quite ready for this after all.
I'm not surprised you're making yourself go through all of this.
can't let my...
Look! There seems to be a crowd gathering over there.
Probably time we made a move. How about we check out Spina di Rasula's ship? We should have... I'm sorry. You probably just wanted a relaxing stroll. And
We don't mind. It's actually refreshing to see a different side of you.
great. Well, I appreciate your... I don't know whether you can tell, but the years of suffering as I stand here by the ship, I can't get one after another. They thought their... And all the while, I played my part to perfection to convince them that was true. But then the floodwaters finally came, and the Hydro Archon did nothing.
You shouldn't look at it like that. You were only doing your duty.
I've had to go through so many moments like that for the sake of protecting the truth. Eventually, I realized I had nothing left except the truth. Fortunately, we were able... Everyone rose to their responsibility. But on some level, freedom also...
Paimon would have never imagined...
A reward? I guess so. And back then, I was scared of someone recognizing me for who I truly was. And exposed. Believe in the Farina you see on stage. She is the one you can trust. I had to keep all my feelings, all my curiosity about life to myself. That's what I really meant.
So that's where you were coming from. Paimon...
Could you please get off my case? I don't know what's gotten into you today. I'm making an effort here. You could at least try to do the same. At least the choice is in... All right, it's about time to head back. Paulo should...
Sure, okay.
Didn't you say you needed to watch what you eat?
Come on. Anyway, my character...
Are you kidding me right? I've spent my whole life battling the effects of ill health, and it kills...
Oh no, looks like... We're back! Could you maybe put your
You're back. We've been enjoying Spina... Paulo's nearly...
Great! So you...
Me?
He was original...
The boar's not a bad character, actually. He's the one who raises the little Oceanid, yes?
That's right. He has some pretty memorable lines, too. Like when he imparts some solemn words of wisdom to the little Oceanid. If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and
Wait, that sounds kind of familiar.
It's the most important line in the whole script. I think it's a She kept quiet about all the trials and tribulations she faced. It was only after...
You mentioned earlier that the troop is like your...
Yeah. It was like that. She took me under her wing.
She sounds like a really incredible...
She really was. I was a lost child too when she found me. As the child of a murderer. My parents weren't around when I was little, so the other kids were always picking fights with me. They'd say things like, "Come on, you must be pretty tough." One day...
Let me guess.
Yeah.
The day you hoped would never come. How times change.
Oh, you're finally done? Get your butt over here. There's someone I need.
Farina? The Farina? Oh,
Please, the honor is all mine. I was profoundly...
Same here.
even so, this is just... Oh, wow. I'm sorry. Ah, yes, the script, of course. I'm sure you're already familiar with the beginning of the story. She finds love, and the people start to notice that all the fresh water in the little ocean. In the end, they discover that all the waste and pollution created by humans over the years has caused the fresh water to...
Consciousness?
Water as a conscious entity.
Since the little Oceanid is a water spirit, she immediately understands how the water is feeling. She then tells her lover. Her lover accepts her for who she is. The little Oceanid is accused of being directly responsible for driving the water away, and faces the greatest dilemma of her life.
And then?
In the end, she makes the brave decision to sacrifice herself to save...
Huh? But didn't they all treat Cleo like a villain? Why would she want to save...
Well, she mainly wanted to save her.
Through her love for her human partner, she was able...
There's actually something else that Bob... You know the protagonist is supposed to... If we're serious...
That sounds like too cruel of an end.
That ending would be a perfect mirror. On the day when she went missing, Director Aurelia... We waited and waited at the rendezvous. We looked for her.
The director was the...
But doesn't the way she suddenly told you to...
I've been trying to follow up on...
Vilma? The one who's playing the role of the villain?
Yeah.
Grief? Guilt, more like. Also, because... Well, speaking of the play being true to life,
What? You...
It's time to be upfront with you all. No more keeping secrets from each other. We'll never be able to agree on the ending if we can't be... I did tell her. She said that we were all like brothers and sisters to her. And not that it came as a shock. I said, maybe one day in the future... Well, maybe then she could... And now... So if I'm the one...
In that, we've all had our differences of...
Well, if that's where we're at...
Are you ready to face the truth?
Honestly, I'm slightly... Funny you should ask, though.
I certainly do. Come on, everyone. Ah.
This is tough going. Delphi, are you sure you can manage in your condition?
I could ask you the same question. Try to keep up.
Ugh, as if this journey wasn't tough enough already.
Don't worry. We should all be fine with the traveler here. We don't need... wait, why are you all...
We're just curious, that's all. I don't think any...
Yeah, but don't you remember why? The Hydro Archon willingly gave up all her power so it could...
Precisely! And I'm not even the Hydro... As much as it pains me, unfortunately, I should just...
That sounded so smug. Ugh, secondhand embarrassment is unbearable.
C'est la vie, indeed.
Aww.
Sorry to...
Don't worry, piece of cake.
Shower me with...
Just wait for a little.
There is no escape!
Yeah.
Illusion shattered!
The show begins!
Committed to memory.
Shine down!
You're up! Go get it, you!
Inazuma shines eternal! There is no escape! Illusion
The Temple of Wisdom!
Let lightning echo in song!
There is no escape!
Don't be scared!
How brilliant!
Shine down! Now you shall perish! There is no escape!
You're up!
Bravo! Good show! You certainly live up to your reputation.
Yeah, thank you. Anyway, the path is cleared now, so onwards and upwards.
Vilma, are you there?
Huh? Oh, it's you guys. Wait, what's...
I can explain. We've been rounding up...
So, you think knowing the truth about the director's... I care. If I open this can of worms now...
Vilma, avoiding the truth, unless you mean to suggest that Aurelie's death...
I don't want to talk about it.
Listen, Vilma. I used to think that my love for Aurelie was a point of shame, but now, the little Oceanid cannot...
This is why people... As you all know already, the troop was... We took on side... So, anyway, one day after a show, it seemed like a win-win. The drink in question was... synth.
Isn't that the drink peddled by the culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
I freaked out when I saw the boxes. And I told the director everything right away. But she didn't reprimand me for the merchant. What? I was going to sort it on my own, but the director stopped. But things... I admit this whole thing was my mistake. I didn't dare to tell any of you the truth back then. And after the director disappeared... Yeah, I got Aurelie...
Hey, don't say that.
You traitor! You knew... What do you mean? You were afraid? This was a lie. How could you be...
Please, try not to get too worked.
Yeah, listen to him!
Stay calm. And he has the gall to try and high-road us, claiming that he kept his mouth shut.
All I can say is I'm sorry. Truly. I wanted to... I'm just a coward who made an awful, terrible mistake that I can never take back in my life. So I can meet the director and apologize.
Get out of my sight! Go! Get lost! I don't...
That's enough! You've screamed and... Can you stop conflating the show on stage with your... You keep saying that you want to use this final performance to pay tribute to your director.
I'm sorry.
On stage, the lead role is the focal point of the but in her own life, what she wanted. I understand.
Yeah.
So think hard if you really hate each other. But you can't bring... What are you laughing at?
Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. If she'd seen Paulo and Vilmont at each other's throats like that, she would have...
Really? But she sounded like...
Of course she was. Even her harshest lectures...
I'm truly sorry.
It's all right. Let's save all this.
So,
Clearly, everyone needs to take a step back for now and reflect on what really matters. The end of the story needs to focus.
what do you mean?
The Traveler is right. If you could find.
You really?
I trust that no.
No.
Well,
Come.
Stay put! Don't be scared!
You want to review. Still, since you were the ones who discovered and submitted the evidence.
So,
Hey! It's full of scripts!
let me take a look. Looks like she kept it. If we'd had the chance.
Lachey took so
I guess Aurelie. Wait. It cut her handwriting. Her final words are. I'll let you read them for yourselves.
She was so terrified.
She may have been a mighty hero in the eyes. I can't bear to think how painful. Wait. If you become.
Isn't that the most important line in.
Because I am an old.
Oh.
So she didn't regret her decision. Even. I'm sure this is what the troupe would have. She had their utmost. Let's go.
She deserves a hero's farewell. If that's the only...
Even in the last moment.
She did her best. We know what choice her... Well, Vilmont, if we put the past aside for now...
I will channel all my regret and put it into my performance. I won't ask for...
Really? How can you be so sure?
Don't underestimate my experience. If you want to and aren't human, I don't believe anybody could be more committed to
Thank you for the
Then, let's...
Actually, before that, I'd like to make... During the curtain call, please allow me to use the director's name instead of my...
Huh? But then...
After all, this role was originally meant to be played by the... Besides, a role...
Well...
Alright, I'll...
Procure a stage?
Oh,
That place?
Whoa, wait.
No, that's...
What are you afraid of?
No.
It is supposed to be your grand finale, right?
I'll take your silence as a yes. Thank you for giving us this
Well, then don't disappoint me. If you mess this up, come on. We'll need to get the go-ahead from Nervilette. Look at that! Looks like I guessed right.
You were just guessing?
I knew you'd be here.
I'm here merely for a short break. It has been a while, Miss Farina. And you too, traveler.
I would like to book the opera...
I understand. The story of the Little Ocean. I will say, however...
Huh?
Yes. And this is the first time that I've seen you like this since your departure from deityhood.
At first, I just felt bad about rejecting them. So, in the past, we sat in our... Maybe it's...
I'm truly delighted to see you find a new... Now that you've regained some confidence, have you had any thoughts regarding...
Why would you...
Well, if the Little Oceanid turns out to be a great success, it will no doubt become... The experiences and decisions of the protagonist, Cleo, are all modeled after your own. Naturally, this makes you eminently suited to playing the leading role. It would truly be a shame if you did not take this opportunity to allow audiences to enjoy your outstanding acting talents once more.
Haven't I already made myself clear? I won't act or perform in any role ever again. No exceptions. Nor do I think it is any great shame. There is no lack of fine actors or inspirational stories, either on or off the stage. This experience is a case in point. I feel like I've learned a lot, and it has already been well worth the price of admission. I must admit, though, I'm a little envious. They're quite fortunate to be able to bid farewell to their past in such a magnificent manner.
I see. Well, I'm glad to learn that you have found a role to play that you enjoy, be it on the stage or not. I sincerely hope the show will serve as the grandest of finales. I will have my staff book the date and mail the relevant paperwork to the troupe once the details are confirmed.
Thanks, Nervalette.
You are very welcome.
Good news, everyone! Thanks to my eloquent and impassioned speech, we've had to fight a touching story. Now, let's work together and make this show the best it can be!
This is truly wonderful.
The sooner we can finalize the ending, the more time we'll have to rehearse. Fiumali and I just went over some parts of the script and tweaked a few things. I think it's really going to resonate with the audience now.
Wow, you two had a constructive conversation? That's great!
Oh, communication is vital to any good performance.
Look at us! We've come so far. I never could have pictured this scene a few days ago.
It's amazing! Even though Farina's still being a bit of a drama queen about it all, she's really fired everyone up!
Please feel free to give us any comments or suggestions you have. We really value your input.
Hey, Loic, get over here. Time to practice the opening number.
Cursed Cleo. She stole the waters of life from us. She's a fraud, and she must pay for her crimes.
This has nothing to do with her. The ignorance and hatred of our people is to blame. How can we hope to win back the water's favor if we don't change our ways?
This guy could be useful. Take him hostage. If Cleo wants him back, she'll have to show herself.
Leave this place, O little Oceanid, and never, ever look back!
Everyone's really throwing themselves into their roles. I haven't seen such a fine performance in a long time. If only...
What should we do? It's almost time for her to take the stage!
Why? Why does it have to be now?
Hey, what's going on? You're due on stage any second now. Oh no, not again. But why? What about your new meds? Did they stop working?
They've been getting less and less effective over time. I've had to keep increasing my dose.
What? I thought they cure it. So they were only managing your symptoms?
I figured whatever it took to get me through this final performance.
How could you do this to yourself? And after that lecture you gave me about not looking after my health.
I'm sorry. I've let everyone down.
You... This is a conversation for another time. How can the show go on without its star performer?
Miss Farina, I'd like to make a request of you.
Say no more. If you're sick, you need to rest. I know what you're going to ask. Loic, your character has no more scenes, correct?
Oh, yeah. I think my scenes are all done. Although, I do have one more line. But I guess another guy in the troupe with a similar voice register could take it. Why?
Please take Delphi back to her place to rest. I'll sing the finale. From the sublime to the ridiculous. After all that, everything's come full circle.
Thank you, Miss Farina. I'm so sorry to put you in this position after everything you said.
Never mind. What's done is done. It's really my own fault for getting in too deep. No one likes regrets, myself included. Leave it to me. I've watched you rehearse so many times that I've learned Cleo's part by heart.
I do not doubt your acting skills, but please allow me to ask just one more question. After all, this show is dedicated to the life and legacy of our director. What, in your opinion, is the reason Cleo shines so brightly?
It's her pure heart. Despite all the pain and loneliness she had to endure, she never once stopped believing in the beauty in this world.
Well said. I leave Director O'Reilly in your hands.
Here yet?
Let's get here!
She's not coming!
You're wrong. She's here.
Si je pouvais vivre dans l'eau, le monde serait-il plus beau? Me pardonneras-tu, ô chère mère? L'eau dans son courant fait danser nos vies, et la cité elle est nourrie, ainsi que toi mon doux amour.
But what about your wish?
My wish.
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Le grand amour ne suffit pas, seul un adieu fleurira. C'est notre histoire de vie, douce et amère. Moi, je serai toujours là, à voir le monde et sa beauté, et ça ne changera jamais, jamais.
Is it just me? Who was that Lady Farina on the stage just now?
She hasn't been seen for a while now, and she just appears out of nowhere? Gotta say, though, her acting skills are as superb as ever.
The little Oceanid, Cleo, played by Aurélie Fumont.
Wait, that's not her name. What's going on?
I don't know. Maybe it's just a dub.
I've spent a lot of time out of the spotlight, and they didn't use my name during the curtain call either. It's too bad that I have to admit it felt good to be back.
Finally, we would like to give a special thanks to our artistic consultant and event coordinator, Miss Farina.
Hey, that's not what we agreed on.
Oh, so it was Farina. She's back.
Honestly, what is...
All right, calm down. Don't be mad. This was a group decision. After all...
Yes, I know.
It's no big deal.
Oh, yeah? Well,
This is a great chat. Paimon flew over to...
Oh, I've got no idea what... Oh, that the audience has never seen such a...
Wait, what about Dolphy? I wonder how...
Oh, let's go check on her as...
Yes. Plus, if nothing else, we can safely say that we accomplished what we set out to. Boring! Isn't there anything else more interesting to do?
Ah, you're back. She's doing okay. Her condition stabilized after taking some of her—
How did the
You'll be glad to—
That's wonderful. I'm so sorry.
No, don't worry about— Even though you could—
But I've had bad—
Blaming your bad—
Oh, don't you
Aw, you—
I don't know what you're talking—
You mean we never stop arguing with each other?
So, any plans for— After the brilliant performance you put on, the reputation of your troupe is sure to spread through Fontaine. You could capitalize on the—
No, we should still
Yeah, it's what—
After all that's happened, I should give you guys some space.
Hey, don't just walk off!
I still want to keep performing, so I might join another troupe. After watching Miss Farina's performance, I think I'm starting to understand our directors and—
Oh, what about you, Miss Farina?
Well, frankly, I think a return to obscurity is no longer enough. You rather sealed my fate there with your special thanks.
Sorry.
It's quite all right. No need to apologize. What I meant to say is that maybe Nervillette was right. Maybe. I still don't wish to pretend to be someone else, but I do have a desire to express myself. Yeah. There was, but from now, I want to watch them bluff. I'm sure this—
Sounds like you're ready to stop running from— The more you get out into the world, the more you'll discover what a fascinating—
Then it's a deal. If a vision is a gift from the gods, then I should do my best to honor it. It's ironic to think that, and now that the gods have given me their blessing, it actually feels more is. It's ironic, and now is.